This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today we're going to look at the Masters of the WWE Universe, Braun Strowman, Ruthless Monster Among Men. I know absolutely nothing about this wrestler except for what I could find up on Wikipedia. I didn't even honestly know this guy's name until I got the figure. Or I should say, until I looked for the figure. On the back of the box, we see a pretty comedic looking image of him, to be honest. With Braun's sights set on the championship of Grayskull, the superstars of WWE Eternia aren't just going to get these hands, they're going to get these terror claws. I'm wondering if "get these hands" is a trademark saying for him. If it is, maybe I can find it online and snag the voice for this video. Wouldn't that be pretty cool? On the back of the box, we also get to see the New Day, the man-y faces of positivity, The Rock, the most electrifying man in WWE Eternia, Undertaker, dead man walking, Braun Strowman, ruthless monster among men, and I already said that because that's the figure that I'm looking at right now. It also looks like he comes with a lot of equipment. So let's open this puppy up. I wonder if he'd be taking offense at being called a puppy. Oh shit, it looks like I cut through part of the book. And his book is taped down again. What the hell? Oh yeah, I definitely cut through that. Shoot. Maybe I should get away from cutting again. Seriously, this is a lot of equipment for one of these figures. So anyway, I'm gonna pronounce a lot of this wrong, I am sure, when I say this. Adam Joseph Scheer, born September 6, 1983, is an American professional wrestler and former strongman. He is currently signed to WWE, where he performs on the Raw brand under the ring name Braun Strowman. I'm guessing that's supposed to be a pun on strongman. He is also in a tag team with Ricochet. I don't know who Ricochet is, and I don't think there's not a figure in the WWE Masters of the WWE line for that one, I don't think. And maybe there's going to be one in one of the other ones. In WWE, he is a one-time Universal Champion, one-time Intercontinental Champion, and a two-time Raw Tag Team Champion with Nicholas and Seth Rollins, respectively. He is also the winner of the 2018 Men's Money of the Bank contract, the winner of the titular match at the Greatest Royal Rumble event, and the winner of the 2019 Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale, making him the only wrestler to win both the Rumble and Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. So, that information was all taken from Wikipedia. Now let's take a look at his book here, where we see him fighting against The Rock, which I guess Ruthless should have keyed me in that he was one of the quote villain characters, but he looks like such a happy guy when you look at pictures of him. He's like almost always smiling. At least when I looked up the information on him. Shoot. Oh man. Oh, this is positively disgusting how this comic was put in there, and again, I really screwed that up. Braun Strowman, ruthless monster among men. The great battle has begun. A darkness threatens to consume WWE Eternia as the faction of evil superstars rise from the parts unknown to control the balance of power. But the heroic superstars accept the challenge to defend the planet and determine who are the masters of the WWE Universe. Height 6 foot 8 inches. Weight 385 pounds. Superstar powers. Most powerful hands in the universe. Sonic bellow when shouting own name. Foreign objects. Terror claws and monster hide armor. The battle royal has begun. No superstar is more favored than Braun Strowman. Alright, boys, it's time for all of you to get these hands. Is that the best you've got? Braun! You call this competition? Once more, I mop the floor with this trash. That crown of yours is gonna be mine, Skull King. I guess maybe that makes him the third faction in this battle. And of course, on the back, we have the same cross though that's on the back of his package. Now let's go ahead and take a look at him. Start with here, he comes with the same armor here. The monster hide armor is actually Beastman's harness from the Classics line. His head is on a ball joint, and it is very hindered by his beard and the armor. He's also got a super long ponytail back here. So you can kind of get him to look around, but unless you take the armor off, it's not gonna move a whole lot. Kind of looks like there's a little bit of extra color in this side of the beard too. Articulation wise, again, we got the up and down and the spin around, which is of course also hindered by the armor because the armor does go past his shoulder there. So with the armor on, we can get him his arm up like that. He can kind of, we can get his arm up like that, though that was kind of harrowing because I thought I was going to rip it off. Although it is on a peg, so I can put it back in. We've got the single joint at the elbow, which is very tight on that side. So let's go to this side. And there's the spin there. Can we get the spin to work here? Yeah, spin works here fine. Ah, there we go. Just got to work it a little bit. The wrist can spin around on its peg. Of course, you can pop it off if you want. Hand goes punchy punchy. Or he's got the in and out on the wrist. Spin at the waist. He's wearing the same briefs that everybody else has, or most of the other WWE figures have. His legs are just standard painted with some additional deco on them. He can kick up yay far, back yay far, and this joint is really kind of stiff on my figure. There we go. We got it worked out a little bit more. So also looks like the peg is barely in place on the kneecap here if you look at it. Yeah, there is a noticeable difference in height on these two legs because of the way that knee's in there. I wonder if I heat that up, if I can push that all the way in like it's supposed to be. Although, looking at this, I don't know how well you can see this right now. It looks like the joint is prolapsed. That is so weird. Anyway, that knee can kick up and back like that. Does not seem to give him any benefit in articulation, though, to have it almost popping out. But that is something to watch for, and just wow. The knee has we got the boot cut. We've also got the hinge and the swivel on the ankle. But wait, that's not all. Kind of impressed I can get him to stand, although that's kind of... And continuing our tradition of giving them parts from the Classics line, we have more of Beastman's shoulder armor, which this should be interesting because it is shaped more for Beastman. So I wonder how well that's going to fit up there. No, that actually fits really well. I was not honestly expecting that. Not going to lie. Ugh. No, so we got that one up there. Yeah, those are... That fits surprisingly better than the actual armor on Beastman for the Origins. Although now that I'm looking at it, I'm wondering if they remanufactured this part here. That might actually be true. I mean, this still looks like the Beastman armor from Classics. I'll have to do a comparison later. But it's possible that this part here is new in itself. I was just thinking that just because of the amount of space between the shoulder pad and the arm there. Because that should be all the way against it for Beastman. And he, of course, does come with the Classics Terror Claws. He looks pretty good, I gotta admit. I didn't think I'd like this figure that much, to be honest, and aside from the prolapse knee peg, he actually looks pretty cool. The color scheme is excellent. Everything fits so well. Like, they didn't cheap out on this guy at all, and it shows, and that is definitely a big plus. He is well worth it to get into your collection if you can find him. I got him as part of a grouping on eBay myself. So go ahead and take a look for it. If you can find him, go for it. The head sculpt here, I mean, I'm not sure what the little blue lines are supposed to be other than maybe a reference back to Beastman. But seriously, the paint looks good. You got the black and the red all in here. You got the silver. And actually, now that I look at it, I just thought this was just a random symbol. But this actually looks like him with the Terror Claws in place on there. So, like, he's just standing like, well, because again of the prolapsed knee joint, he can't stand straight up. But I guess that gives him a more bestial appearance too. But yeah, that looks like him with the Terror Claws. I'm not sure what any of that stuff is supposed to look like. Of course, we can take the head off. This does give us a lot more leeway for the articulation on him, although now his beard looks kind of funny on the side there. Because this head was definitely designed for fitting on top of this armor here. So, I know nothing about this guy, except for what I just read from Wikipedia. But as far as the look of it goes, man, he definitely might be one of my favorites in this line altogether. In this corner, on the side, we have Braun Strowman versus Battle Armor He-Man. Who will come out on top? Apparently He-Man does, because he knocked Braun off. Whose ponytail got stuck in the ropes. That's kind of funny, I'm not going to lie. Seriously, out of all the times I did this, it's only the time I do it in slow motion that Braun comes out on top. Anyway, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace and love.